pretty good. First time its tires have been back on the ground. It's good. I have people, you guys send me pictures of Rippets all the time now. All right, before we take this thing on its maiden voyage, let's fire it up and let it run for a minute. Fuel pump's working. This bike has not been ridden by anyone since 2015. So we've checked brakes and all of that stuff. All the fluid levels are good, but we're just gonna take it super easy. Yeah, we're just gonna take it super easy. Okay, brakes work. Wow, it shifts really, really smooth. Oh, hey, hello. Thanks for being on your side of the road. Like I said, we're gonna take it really, really, really easy. And these are brand new tires. They have 0 miles on them, so probably a little slick. We'll, yeah, the brakes feel pretty good. But it's going to take a little bit to bed those pads in. Yeah, seating position is definitely much different than the DRZ. It's not necessarily uncomfortable, just different. Well, I'll need to adjust these mirrors for sure. Well, how's it feel to be back on the road since the first time since 2015? I'm sure the bike is probably happy. I do think the the rear brake lever, might need to adjust that a little up because I have to kind of push down far to actuate that. But that's not a, I mean, I can do it, no problem. It's not a deal breaker. Yeah, everything is going good so far. Granted, we've literally went 3 miles. Yeah, track's really straight down the road. Bars are nice and straight. Everything is torqued. Fork seals that we put in, not a single leak. And we'll kind of talk about some of the things that we did to the bike. I will be doing a full video on that, but we'll give them an overview here. Let's get some gas. Whew. Walk a mile in my chucks. Ooh, premiums. Ah, 20 bucks, 4.2 gallons, so it was pretty darn empty. All right, maybe the yellow might be growing on me. It does look pretty damn okay, man. The brakes feel really good too. It's crazy to me how smooth the engine and transmission feel on this bike. This bike is a 2005, so for an 18-year-old machine that's been sitting since 2015, this transmission shifts beautifully. Oh man. Like it zero effort required to break the speed limit, which is not good, really. I mean, if you look at this machine, how it's tracking beautifully down the road, perfectly straight, feels really good, man. Also, I have to probably remind myself that I don't have like 8 inches of ground clearance anymore either. I've got about 2 inches, so, you know, ripping over railroad tracks and shit like that, I'm gonna have to watch myself. I'm just pleasantly surprised. I don't know why. I guess in my mind I was expecting just something to go wrong, or something to just feel funky or messed up, or just something to not be quite right. I mean, we went through damn near every nut and bolt on this machine, so these are brand new tires, so we're not going to be doing anything crazy. The balance on them feels good. I don't feel like anything, I don't feel any weird vibrations or anything like that, so it's probably attributed to good wheel balancing and those new bearings that we put in everything. I don't hear anything. I don't hear any weird noises or grinding noises or thumps or thuds or squeaks or creaks. It does not feel like a freaking motorcycle from 2005. It feels very modern. You know what, man? Motorcycles are cool. Freaking cruisers are cool. Sport bikes are cool. You know, supermotos are cool. Motorcycles in general just give you such a different feeling. I mean, you feel more connected. You pay more attention than you do when you're driving in your car. You're not fucking with your phone, you know, messing around. You're looking way far forward to see, you know, who's gonna pull out in front of you, and if people are paying attention. Like, it just offers a much more connected experience. Just from memory, I'll try to think about some of the things we've done to this bike. We did core moto, stainless steel brake lines front and rear. Did EBC fully centered brake pads front and rear. Put a new radiator in it. All new Maxima coolant, all coolant. Suzuki oil and Suzuki filter. Brand new NGK-R plugs. New K&N air filter. We did all balls wheel bearings, front and rear. We did OEM Suzuki fork seals on both of the front forks. That was awesome. Obviously all of the fluids, lube chain, brand new Suzuki X-Star brake fluid, .4 brake fluid, new windscreen, full new fastener kit, CRG RC2 roller click levers, clutch and brake, new Dunlop Q3 Plus tires, front and rear. I mean, you name it. We did all kinds of cool stuff to this bike, and man, it rides so nice. Now we're just out on its inaugural test ride, and yeah, I mean, we're only at 163 degrees, you know, up to about 175 when we're riding, so the temperature's staying pretty good. New windscreen, full body kit. Every single panel on it is 100% brand new, with the solo cowl is brand new as well. We did brand new, it's got brand new frame sliders. It's got, what else did we do? So much shit, man. I did all the factory Suzuki dampening settings on all the adjusters. We're set out to the appropriate amount per the manual. We drained all of the fuel out. I did take the fuel pump out of the fuel tank here, and changed out that strainer screen that's in there, so that was swapped for a brand new one. There was a little bit of debris in there. The fuel that came out of this bike looked like apple juice. Brand new front fairing mainstay that holds the gauge cluster in the headlight there. That's brand new. The other one was broken. Brand new headlight, brand new LED high and low beam bulbs from diesel LEDs. So those things are super bright. TST Industries rear license plate mount we did. Oh yeah, it gets right up to speed. Nimble and agile is how I would describe this bike. And fucking powerful, dude. This thing's got gobs of power. It's a power goblin. It's got a bunch of mid-range grunt. Like, I mean, off the bottom up through the whole mid-range, this thing just, it's like infinite power. Yeah, man, this thing feels awesome. Engine braking is pretty good. Like, if you just let off the throttle, it does have a little good amount of engine braking, so that's nice. So I did take off work today, use vacation, specifically, you know, wasn't really planning on having the bike done by now, but it's done. It's a perfect day to ride, so perfect opportunity. Might as well use it. Woo! They did a pavement job. This road was really jacked up and they paved it. Beautiful. Dude, this bike's got so much freaking on tap horsepower. And we haven't even touched it. This road feels good, man. Woo. This is beautiful. Oh yeah. We'll get some pictures here. A couple quick photos. Dude, it's a lot quieter than the DRZ. We've gone 29.7 miles, right at about 30 miles. So far, man, everything feels great. I mean, it's rock solid. Nothing's falling apart yet. Everything's hanging in there, so I think we did something right. Dude, that throttle is so sensitive. What do I think about the K? Is that a K5? No. A yellow K5? What the frick? Did you guys see that? I don't know if I've ever seen another yellow one, like not around here anyways. I think the problem with probably just sport bikes in general is that, like, number one, they go really fast, way too much power that you would ever need on the road. But two is they go way too fast, way too easy. Like, you know, the DRZ, I've had the DRZ to 104 miles an hour, and that's really fast. But it really had to it was everything it had to get there, you know, like you had to plan it out. You had to figure out the right road and the, you know, how much time you had and how long you had to stop and all that stuff. Like with this, you could just go 100, and it's like you get there in 2 freaking seconds, man. And I think that's what gets people in trouble, is that the power, you know, the speed happens so easy. Like, you look down and you don't realize you're doing 80 miles an hour because it doesn't feel like you're doing 80 miles an hour. You're not struggling, you're not pushing the bike to get there. Like, it's perfectly comfortable. Andy Brashear, oh man, you know, the bike is perfectly comfortable in that arena. So I think that's the scary part, is just how easy they get up to speed. You know, they'll do it just without breaking a sweat. And in fact, I think that's where they like to live. Like, it feels comfortable there. Whereas the DRZ at 104 was not comfortable at all. Like, it was like, please relent. Please cut me some slack, dude. I'm dying over here. This thing's like, please give me more. I love it. So we'll be cognizant of that, and we're not gonna ride this thing like crazy. Even though it's capable, we're not I'm not trying to find the limits of this machine or the limits of my ability. Just taking it easy, man. She's a ripper though, that's for sure. I can't get over how smooth everything feels, man. It's very, it just does not feel like a machine from 2005. I mean, not the way the power delivers, not the handling characteristics of it, the braking, the smoothness. I mean, this thing, it feels just as modern as ever to me. And you know, these K5s, that's why they, you know, and I'm not just saying it because I own one now, but you know, the K5s, that's why people talk about them like they're legends, because this is the last, you know, leader bike from Suzuki that was void of catalytic converters and wheelie control and ABS and traction control and all of those emissions standards and regulations that really choke the bikes up. Like, do the bikes now make 200 horsepower? Yeah, they do, but they're all corked up. Now you can uncork them with some money and, you know, flash them and all that stuff, but this bike, just from the factory, man, was putting down some pretty impressive power numbers to the tire. And I think that's why these bikes have just kind of become legendary. The K5 and the K6, which are 99% virtually identical, but the K5, that's what you hear, right? You hear K5. It's a 2005, and this bike was built early in February of 2005. I wonder actually when they started production, or how early of a model this actually is. But yeah, man, I mean, this thing was definitely ahead of its time. And it still feels relevant today. All right, we just ate the best freaking cheeseburger in the world here at Karis's Grocery and Snack Bar in Shelbyville. And look at that thing, man. It's beautiful. It's absolutely beautiful. It's got a great cheeseburger here, so awesome. Let's ride. Thank you. That was a good cheeseburger. Yeah, surprisingly, it's quieter than the DRZ. means the audio on these rides will probably end up being better. Thank you for not pulling in front of me. Appreciate that. The majority of the time people see you on a motorcycle, I'm like, ah, just whip in front of them. They're fine. I think I really like it, and I might not even be tuper. I might not even be tuper. I think I really like it, and I think the yellow might not be too bad. I know, I said it. I could always edit that out of the video, but I think it's growing on me a little bit. Ooh, we gonna get a yellow light. I just said yellow is not that bad, and I got a yellow light. I think that said Baby Doll Guitars, that sign. What does that even mean?
He's just like praying. Dude, don't do it. Don't do it.
Oh my God. I don't know how we missed him. I was prepared to get taken out by a squirrel. Dude, we had to miss that little fucker by a millimeter. Well, I guess he was praying. Dude, he was sitting there like, oh, please don't run me over, Suzuki. Dude, look at that sky. I mean, it's just beautiful. My battery died, so I had to pull over. Man, this thing looks good. We are 100 miles down. I was not expecting its maiden voyage to be anything like that, but I thought I'd just ride it 10 miles or something, fill it out, but you know how that goes. So far, so good. Let's continue. Let's see, 2.59. 44 miles a gallon. 2.59 gallons. We went 115 miles. So, getting about 45 miles a gallon. Pretty economical. So, in conclusion, we're right at 129 miles, so a little bit over 130 miles we've ridden today on its maiden voyage. I would say I'm very happy with the way this bike performs, the way it came together as a build. Didn't get hot, stayed nice and cool. Brakes feel tremendous. Tires are finally starting to feel really good. Yeah, I mean, this bike just has a ton of mid-range power. It just lugs down low. But yeah, for being off the road since 2015, it's a pleasure to ride. I would say the Supermoto is much more comfortable to ride, for sure. But yeah, and this bike handles really well. But yeah, I'm very pleased with the way it came out, and not sure exactly what kind of content we'll make with this thing, but for sure we're going to make some more. I think this one's probably going to stick around for a little while. So as always, I appreciate everybody for watching. Until next time, thank you. Take care. Oh yeah. She looks good. Oh dude, look, there's a moth underneath there. You bastard. Get out of there. I don't want you in there. Ah, Suzuki.